What if a house could be, at the same time, quiet and striking, present yet never intrusive? Residence de Lille is born from this delicate tension, a house that doesn't try to dominate the landscape nor disappear into it. It chooses something more difficult: dialogue. Set on a wooded site along the edge of a river on the outskirts of Montreal, the house positions itself carefully from the very first gesture. Instead of exposing itself directly to the street, it partially hides behind mature pine trees, using the existing vegetation as a visual filter, a layer of protection, and an introduction to the experience of the place. The geometry of the project is simple, and precisely because of that, powerful. The entire house is organized from a perfect square, a clear form that structures space and brings order to everyday life. It's not a random drawing, it's a framework that conveys calm, balance, and clarity. But this square is not closed, it is carved. Two large voids are subtracted from the main volume, creating courtyards that begin to organize everything. One welcomes arrival, access, the first contact. The other opens toward the back of the site, bringing natural light, landscape, and air into the heart of the house. These voids are not leftover spaces, they are what allow the house to breathe. Circulation unfolds as a continuous journey, always shaped by light, shadow, and framed views. As you move through the house, it never reveals itself all at once. It unfolds gradually, in fragments, in relationships between inside and outside, in subtle shifts of scale. The social spaces face the river. Living room, dining area, and kitchen stretch horizontally, establishing a constant relationship with the landscape. Here, the exterior is not a distant backdrop. It becomes part of daily life, changing throughout the day and reflecting the seasons. Inside, the experience is fluid. Spaces connect visually, yet each area maintains its own identity. There are moments of full openness and moments of retreat. The house understands that living is not about being constantly exposed, it's about having the choice. Materials reinforce this sense of belonging. Ceramic brick, wood, and stone appear with texture, weight, and honesty. Nothing is overly polished. The house does not want to shine. It wants to endure. It wants to age alongside the place, embracing time rather than resisting it. More intimate spaces are arranged in a protected way, shielded from external views. There is a clear separation between what is collective and what is private, not through heavy walls, but through distance, orientation, and spatial rhythm. Natural light is treated as a design material. It enters laterally through courtyards and carefully positioned large openings. At times, it is direct and clear. At others, it is filtered, soft, almost silent. The house never forces spectacle, it builds atmosphere. At the top of the volume, an unexpected gesture appears, an elevated glass pavilion, almost like a lookout. It breaks the horizontal character of the composition and offers a new way to relate to the landscape, now above the treetops with wide views of the river and its surroundings. Even in its technical solutions, the project maintains coherence. Green roofs, passive comfort strategies, and efficient systems do not appear as statements, but as natural consequences of an architecture designed for the long term. Résidence de Lisle is not a house that tries to impress quickly. It works as a place that reveals itself over time. The longer you stay, the more you perceive its layers, its silences, its decisions. It is an architecture that does not shout, it speaks, and perhaps that is exactly why it endures.